valve will be difficult to operate, so we'll need 3 men.
On un coup.
Where's Paolo? Orano.
The water was very irradiated, and there was no expectation that they would survive. And they did it nonetheless.
For me to shoot that, I really didn't want some kind of big ambient light so that you can see everything that's going on and you kind of make it into some spectacle. But for me, it was always about authenticity and the visceral feel of being with these divers in this pitch darkness, not really seeing anything else but what's being lit by the flashlights and the reflections in the water from those flashlights.
I'm a nuclear physicist.
Olana Khomyuk is not a real person. She's an invented character, an amalgam of the scientists at the time in the Soviet Union who worked together.
I'm here about Chernobyl.
One of the challenges of creating any kind of historical fiction is compressing the amount of people involved. I needed a character to represent the hundreds of scientists who came together to try and figure out how to stop Chernobyl from getting worse, to clean it up, and then to determine how it happened in the first place.
Smothering the core will put the fire out, but you've made a mistake.
These were scientists that understood that they were trying to solve a mystery in a system that did not want them to solve the mystery. They were put on trial. Scientists involved in this were threatened, their families were threatened, and yet they did it anyway, because I think they understood as scientists that the truth was no longer something that could be hidden away, that it was now too late.
I prefer my opinion to yours.
Before you were deputy secretary, you worked in a shoe factory.
Because Legasov has the scientific understanding of what has happened, he immediately is given the responsibility of trying to figure out, well, what do they do next? He hasn't owned it yet, as in terms of it's his problem.
Anything we should be worried about?
He has a choice at that point to tell them the truth or to lie.
No.
That's sort of the point that he steps into the story. And up until that point, he was an innocent who was plucked from his life and plonked into the situation. But the moment that he lies, he now owns responsibility for the outcome.
BTV, déchaînez-vous.
Oui, déchaînez-vous.